but Yelp, let's talk about Yelp. Yelp for a second. I'm going to talk about Yelp. Yelp is something I want you to do this week. I want you to go in and find the business you're promoting. Hopefully, if they have a brick and mortar, basically a physical location, then I want you to go in and find that business and sign up for it. Basically, Yelp is a way. What a Yelp is. I'm not doing this right. Yelp, as opposed to Foursquare, is more of a review site. Foursquare is a check-in site where you can find things around you on your phone. Yelp is just starting to do that, so you can actually use Yelp to find what's around you, but mostly it's a review site. And it is a way that, mostly that, I just bitched about a terrible roofing job I just had on Yelp. Now you want to make sure that you hope that you're not being slammed in reviews in there, and if you are, you should know about it because you can address those people directly. You want to try to win them over, not yell at them. And so and there is a lot of one of the articles I'm going to be posting on our site today is there are issues about liability and is this really fair? There's also some talk about possible extortion on Yelp, where basically here you got good reviews, you got bad reviews, but if you give us some money for advertising, we'll remove the bad reviews. There was some talk of that. I understand they're not doing that anymore because they actually have gone to trial over some of these things. There's a case in Long Beach, California. So these are all things to just be aware of, that it's not like, oh, this pie in the sky things. There's always the other side to these things. But regardless, there are millions. As a matter of fact, there were 66 million unique visitors to Yelp, all visiting for whatever reason, either to find a place or find a local business or to write a review. So there were 25 million reviews written by 66 million unique visitors. Now, again, one thing I want to say is the distinction between Foursquare and Yelp is that Foursquare, it actually knows where you are. Your phone tells Foursquare where you are, and you can also use it on your laptop too, by the way, or But Yelp at this point is just now developing that. I'll probably have to redo this video because they will, by the time next semester rolls around, they will have that. So whereas Yelp is really just a review thing, and like, you put in your city what you're looking for, and it'll list all the different things. You probably all use that, but it doesn't yet tell you where you are and where the nearest ATM machine is and that sort of thing, which has been sorely missing from Yelp. It's mostly, it's mostly a review site, and people find info based on these business reviews. So people go in there and they look at reviews. They find out which restaurant is the one we want to go to, which Nigerian restaurant, which whatever you're looking for. But it's also a place that they may choose to go to a restaurant because of the cool things they're offering, like discounts and all that sort of thing, and coupons. And so you can offer all those once you sign in with a business account, which is free, by the way. You need to do this with your business if you have a business that has a storefront, like an address. If you work from home, there are other ways to do that, but we won't get into that right now. I'm not quite sure if how to do that just yet. But so for businesses, it's a great way to build exposure to yourself. It's a community. It's a thriving community out there. So you can you sign up for Yelp. You can have you can friend other reviewers. You can follow reviewers you respect. Like, oh my God, this guy really knows his stuff. I'm going to follow him. And it's like that's the Hulk. Where was I? He always does this. Yeah, sorry, I'm taking up your time. Right, so it's a community, right? It's a social media, it's a social network also. So you can follow people, you can have them follow you, you can write reviews, you can follow other reviews, all that kind of junk. So have friends, all that junk. So it's a good way to monitor public opinion too. Like, people may not be tweeting or Facebooking what they think why they hate your guts as a business. So this is a good way to get some pretty honest answers. Keeping in mind that most people who post things tend to be pissed off, so you want to go in there and try to manage that as best you can. You can also research like what the local community wants from you. What it is they're looking for in a business that's in your industry. So it'll help you sort of stay on target that way. Again, it's free, and let's just see some other things. Once you've registered, basically you don't have to sign up your business. There are third parties, or groups that have already provided them all of the details of but you've registered a business. That information is out there, and these people already have your information. But it gets updated very seldom. So if you register your business, you can go in right away. And I mean, 66 million visitors on this thing. It's nothing to sneeze at. You want to make sure that you're up to date. Your phone number, all that junk. You can update that stuff right there, right away. You can privately message customers that you want. You can privately message them. You can receive email alerts every time you get a review, whether it's good or bad. It arrives. You can get an email about that. You can respond to reviewers. Somebody puts a bad review, you can respond to them. We're really sorry that happened. That way, if somebody reads the bad review, they'll also see this comment from you saying, "Oh my God, we feel terrible." You can monitor the number of people visiting your site, your store. You get a bar chart in there of how many people you're getting every month. So it's really a handy thing. But so how can you use it for business marketing? Well, there's a site that listed 7 things, and I'll post this site on the class site. You can go read it in much more detail. But basically, you want to create a profile, and once you've created a profile for you, you want to create one for your business. And you'll find no button in there that says, I'm a business. You have to go find your business, search for your business or the one you're marketing for, and then you can basically connect with that business. You can link to that business. And I'm posting a little video. It's a 1.5 minute video that shows you how to do that. It's very simple. Once you've done that, it sends you have to be near the phone number that you put in there, because it confirms that is the business phone number and that you are on the end of that phone. And so they say, okay, good. Well, we believe you. We believe you are this business. And then once you're in there, you can do all of this stuff. And you want to make sure that so you want to create a profile, create a business profile, and basically brand yourself the way you did on Facebook and everything else. That lets people know that you're actually there. You're listening to what they're saying. Why write a review? Well, of course, other customers might be there, but you want to make sure they see the review too. It's just a way to, basically look professional, look like you're there. Also, other businesses, you can connect with them through businesses, the business profile. So put your business profile up. That was actually number 2. After you've done your personal profile, you can make announcements there. You can post discounts. All sorts of press releases, and you can target Yelpers, they call them, people who are members of Yelp, and I say only just for them, special Yelper discounts, like coupons and stuff like that, and freebies, and they'll love that, and it'll drive traffic to your site and to your business. And that's just another way of doing that.